These Walmart shirts are falling apart. I gotta roll up the sleeves for this one, folks. We're about to go in. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show, and today I want to talk to you about when social media gets gangsta. Actually, the correct pronunciation of that is gangster. And today we're gonna be diving all up inside of what happens when social media gets exactly that. Folks, I can most certainly attest to the fact that when you do social media for a living, when you are what is referred to as a content creator or some sort of social media influencer, I'm not really sure how much of an influencer I am, but I can assure you that when you do this, you gotta really be careful. You really gotta watch the things you say, the things you do. You can't just be doing any old thing because people are gonna call you on that. And when you make mistakes, most certainly you're gonna have to address those, explain yourself, try to explain yourself, do the best that you can to try to explain yourself, and sometimes, guess what? It may not work out so well for you. No matter how much explaining you do, sometimes you're just not going to be able to do enough explaining, it may seem. I don't want to make this all about After Prison Show and the things that we've been dealing with here as of late. Boy, it's kind of crazy to think that I'm even attempting to laugh about these things, but, you know, we are trying to move forward. And with that, certain realizations come into the picture. You know, I've realized for quite some time, social media is like being in prison. Sometimes it's even worse. Some of the people hiding behind those keyboards, those keyboard gangsters, they're worse than any type of prison bully I ever ran across throughout all of the time that I ever served incarcerated. Social media in some cases can be like the concrete jungle. You gotta watch your back. You better walk around with Teflon on your chest because some of the comments that people leave is like them wetting you up in a drive-by. Words hurt. They most certainly can. And you know, when you do social media, you've got to be tough-skinned. You've got to be prepared for anything because you can never know what's coming around the corner the very next day. This is a dog-eat-dog world. And oftentimes, people will do anything for their 15 minutes or however many minutes of internet fame that they can possibly muster. Anything for the views. And it's in this video that I'm getting ready to share with you when social media gets gangster. And just how real that could be for some folks, and also the lengths that certain people will go to maintain or to try to further their social media gangsterness. So, it is with all of that being mentioned that what do you say we go ahead and dive head first into this video. What the? You know, I should probably rehearse the dive scenes prior to filming these videos. I don't. I just try to come up with it the best that I can on the fly, straight ad-lib and freestyle them. Sometimes they are absolutely cringe fest 1,000,000. Folks, all of what I'm getting ready to share with you is because of something that I just recently ran across that I do want to share with you. But there was just this story that I recently ran across that, you know, really struck a chord within me. It really showed me just how far the lengths that an individual is willing to go to further their social media status and also career. And it was while I was preparing that particular story that I ran across something even more crazy. And I want to share this with you guys first. It was ironic that I ran across this, but this falls right into this social media gangsterness. And who I'm getting ready to introduce you to is somebody who kept it gangster to the fullest. Folks, meet Jessie Taylor. You probably have seen this chick's face plastered all over the internet. This is the infamous Instagram model, maybe? I don't know what she was really going for right here, but this is the infamous Instagrammer who made a video crying because her Instagram got deleted. Folks, you could never imagine how important social media can be to some people. I'll be completely honest with you. Social media is very important to me. After Prison Show is a social media-based business, a company, a brand. And expounding upon that even further, you know, I would hate to think what would ever happen if my Instagram got deleted. I've got like 20,000 followers up there. You know, it's no stretch of the imagination to think that I am moderately Instagram and also Twitter famous. Moderately. Nowhere near even relevant at all. But nonetheless, I can't even imagine what I would do if my Instagram somehow accidentally got deleted. And you know, when I first ran across this chick, it's Jessie Taylor, it's Jessie Taylor. I don't know what her Instagram handle is. You know, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking her Instagram accidentally got deleted. How do you do that? You were going through your settings. Oh my God, what did I just hit? I just deleted the Instagram. It's over for me. Yeah, that wouldn't be the case at all. She didn't accidentally delete her Instagram. Instagram deleted her Instagram. And I guess it's been reported that the reason why that Instagram account got deleted is because her Instagram account was being reported, flagged for whatever reason. I don't know if she was chasing after that Instagram modelness, potentially trying to get to that Snapchat premium service. Maybe it was because she was posting risque type photos up there. I don't know. I mean, you could probably go do that on like Pornhub for free, can't you? You might even be able to get paid more for it on that platform. But whatever the case, this chick's Instagram got reported and flagged, and Instagram deleted this. She made a video called "Stop Reporting My Instagram Account." And it's in that video where this chick is absolutely heartbroken. I mean, this destroyed this young lady. I mean, I truly feel sorry for this chick. She was probably that close to really seeing some bona fide success from having a premium Snapchat account. This young woman, Jessie, was visibly heartbroken and shaken, absolutely unconsolable, crying in this video. And also going as far as to say some pretty crazy things in this video, saying that she lives in LA, her followers are her entire life and her world, and that's good to say, because the followers of After Prison Show, the people who rock with this channel, I'm truly blessed and honored and grateful to have all of you rock with this channel, so I've got no problem saying something similar myself. But then she would go as far as to say that this is what she does for a living. This is how she makes all of her money, and she ain't trying to be like no common folk. She's out in LA. She ain't gonna be working no 9 to 5 flipping burgers at Burger King. No sirree, Bob. She's about to be a Snapchat premium account holder. Or at least she was, prior to her Instagram getting deleted. Oh, and mind you, let me go ahead and throw this in here as well. Everything that she was saying about not working no job and she's better than the common folks. She ain't working no 9 to 5. She makes all of her money online. That's gangster. Girl, you just don't be caring about nothing you saying out your mouth. Can't succeed on social media saying anything like that. You best to never say that, but you did though. You did. Now, it's funny because I wouldn't run across this video on YouTube. In fact, I didn't even know it was up there. I saw this thing plastered all over Facebook. But as I did some more digging into the situation, that's when I found this video on YouTube. Stop reporting my Instagram account, please, God. I need to make this money. My followers, they're about to subscribe to that premium Snapchat. Yeah, I found the video on YouTube, and folks, this video was uploaded earlier this month, and it's already got 1.8 million views, almost 2 million views. Shout out to this young lady. She is about to find her bona fide social media success for keeping it gangster on social media. However, and most certainly, however, I would learn this personally myself, not all publicity is good publicity. And most certainly, I've learned that quite a bit here doing After Prison Show, doing social media, seeing things get just a little bit too gangster myself. But then again, there's other people who say any publicity is good publicity, whether it's good or bad. I don't particularly agree with that. I don't want no bad publicity. In fact, I would rather have not so many views than have bad publicity. That's just not the way After Prison Show was designed. We're not here to be rocking with the negative. This is a positive thing. But the reason I mention all of this is because when I looked a little bit further into this chick's video that's got almost 2 million views in less than a month, this video has 1.8 thousand likes on that video. So special shout out to this chick. Unfortunately though, the dislike button would be in heavy effect for old Jessie Taylor, whatever her name is, Jessie Taylor, something like that. Yes, the dislike button would be in heavy effect. They broke the dislike button on this chick's video. 1.8 thousand likes on this chick's video, 28,000. 28 bands of dislikes is what they clicked on for this chick. I truly feel sorry for her. Some people just don't know the type of stuff that they be saying when they be saying it. Caught up in the emotion, the heat of the moment. Boy, I've learned my lesson from that. Since this incident where this chick's Instagram was deleted and she made this video that went viral for all the wrong reasons, this chick has attempted to further her career with YouTube. And all of the videos that she's created up there have gotten way more dislikes than likes, and also not that many views at all. But don't fret. If you're feeling bad for this chick, like, oh man, maybe Instagram wasn't the right thing and the premium Snapchat, keep your clothes on, girl. Maybe you could do YouTube videos. And it's obvious that that's not the right avenue for this chick neither. Don't fret if you're feeling bad or feeling sorry for this chick. Because what I'd like to inform you guys of is that not only has this chick regained her Instagram, where she's got 128,000 followers on that. She considers herself a public figure. She is a public figure for sure. You can book this chick for, God, I don't even know what she's accepting bookings for. Premium Snapchat. Got your Instagram deleted for risky photos. maybe she'll come make an appearance at a kid's birthday party. I'm pretty sure that's what she's accepting bookings for. She's gotten the Instagram back, so kudos to her for that. But she's got a SoundCloud account as well, folks. That's right. And I've taken 1 second to listen to some of her music, and it's exactly like Whoa Vicky or Cash Me Outside. So, maybe SoundCloud rapper chick is the right move for her. This chick is absolutely keeping it gangster on social media. And it's nice to know she's got a placenta of avenues that she's pursuing on social media while keeping it gangster. Kudos to her. But Jessie Taylor, whatever her name is, only the tip of the iceberg in terms of when social media gets gangster, when it gets too gangster. We got a lot of gangsters out here. We got a lot of tough guys and killers. And folks, this next person I'm getting ready to tell you about is the truest definition of that. I have never in my life heard of anybody doing anything like this before. And boy, this really showcases how powerful, how important, and the lengths that an individual will go to for social media, keeping it gangster all the way. I want to introduce you to a guy by the name of Rosso Lothero Adams II. I'm probably butchering this guy's name all the way, but his nickname is Polo. Marco! Polo! Marco! Polo. Polo. That's his nickname. That was probably a cringe attempt at some kind of humor right there. Forgive me for that. AKA Polo here is the creator of something called State Snaps. And supposedly whatever State Snaps was, and folks, get ready, brace yourself, put your seatbelt on because I'm getting ready to tell you what it is. But when I first ran across this online social media presence / company brand that he created, State Snaps, the first thing that came to my mind was snapbacks. Hats. Nope. That was wrong. State Snaps, folks, with the hashtag. And we ain't talking about no hashtag feeling cute neither. Folks, this is way over the top. With the hashtag Do It For State was another Instagram account. State Snaps, I believe, was the Instagram account with the hashtag Do It For State. This account had over 1 million followers. Folks, when you get over 1 million followers, it's time to hold court in the streets. Or at least that's what some people would assume that you should do. Hey, yo, I got 1 million followers, Jack. I got 1 million followers. They're going to respect me for my followers. I got 1 million followers. We going to hold court in the street. We're going to bang it out in the street, straight thug life for life. We got to keep it gangster. 1 million? 1 million that does not equate to $1 million. But for 1 million followers, though, Jack, I'll go back to prison. I will go back to prison. Folks, State Snaps has nothing to do with head attire at all. And in fact, what it has everything to do with, hashtag Do It For State, is, if you're under the age of 18, it's probably not a good idea to even check this out. I'm sure you will. But it's on Instagram, and I guess it's like the new age version, the 2015, I think is when it started, version of Girls Gone Wild. College chicks, crazy frat party type of videos and pictures and things like that. Do it for state, hashtag. I'm gonna be honest with you. I checked out this hashtag, and folks, it's graphic. It truly is. So I don't advise anybody to really be going and checking this stuff out. But this guy Polo, aka Polo, Rocco's Modern Life, whatever his name is. This guy Polo, he had a website that was called doitforstate.com. It was state.com. And I don't know how successful this was. I don't know what he was even doing on the website. I never checked out the website. I probably should have done a little more fact checking first. Maybe they got merch. Maybe they got like beer bongs and all sorts of other college fraternity novelty stuff. I don't even know what kind of... I saw that movie Blockers, and I learned a thing or two about what they be doing when they be drinking in college. I didn't even know you could drink a beer that way. But again, I've got no idea what they were doing on this website, state.com. I got no idea. However, they must have been relatively successful, and they wanted to further this success. Mr. Polo did. And Mr. Polo was in the market to purchase another domain name. For those of you who don't know what a domain name is, don't really look to me to explain this too well, because that's Cody's department. Cody! What is a domain name? From what I gather, a domain name is whatever.com. Let us help protect your Junies if you're going to prison. Prison Consulting LLC.com, possibly coming soon from AfterPrisonShow. But there was another domain name that Mr. Polo was interested in purchasing, and it was Do It For, F-O-R, state.com as well. He wanted the monopoly, boardwalk and park place on doitforstate.com. Except unfortunately for Mr. Polo, the line that he crossed was real and the plants that he brought with him were illegal. So his bond was set at 10. Actually, that's from the movie Blow. Y'all remember when George Young went up for that bond hearing? Hey, I mean, what did I really do though? I crossed a little imaginary line. I brought some plants with me. I mean, that was actually one of my favorite parts of that movie. That was really slick what he said in that courtroom. But unfortunately for Mr. Polo, things wouldn't work out as easily as he would have hoped that they would, because the doitforstate.com was owned by somebody. Somebody owned that. And Mr. Polo was looking to purchase that domain name from this individual, but this individual wasn't willing to sell it, as the story says. Now, with the After Prison Show, I've got a little experience in this department. We've been interested in other domain names as well. Hell, somebody's pretty much held hostage AfterPrisonShow.com, but you know, it is what it is. But there's been other domain names that we've been interested in, such as PrisonArt.com and thePrisonYard.com. And we've actually went as far as to try to purchase those domain names, and folks, damn, people will try to extort you in terms of what they're selling those domain names for. I think one of those domain names, somebody told us like $20,000 or $40,000. That's just for the name. And I guess the reason these domain names are so expensive is because the fact that they assume that you're gonna make all sorts of money. That's a high traffic domain name. Prison Art. I can see that being so. But anyways, getting back to this gangster story. When Mr. Polo realized that whoever owned this other domain name wasn't willing to sell this, and also having over 1 million followers, you already know what that means. This man was willing to hold court in the street. He was willing to keep it as gangster for social media as it gets. And what he did was he enlisted the help of his cousin, who would end up dressing up in his robbery attire, dressing up with pantyhose over his head. Folks, it is 2019. Ain't nobody doing no robberies unless we're talking about a Geico commercial with pantyhose on their head. They got masks now. And you know, to be honest with you, I never really understood the whole putting the pantyhose on the head. Like, how does that really hide your identity? Does anybody know the history behind how pantyhose ended up being used in that fashion? Because to be honest with you, it's not very fashionable. Joe, you gotta stop. Stop. You are not funny. Not today, you're not. I know you're trying, and it's evident that you're trying, and sometimes trying too much can be cringe. Polo would enlist the help of his cousin to orchestrate and carry out this mastermind plan to go and help try to convince this owner of this domain name that he should hand over ownership of that to Mr. Polo. Do it for state, they could have said. Could have been kind of catchy. Now, the interesting thing about this is I read a story that said the way that they were able to track down the owner of this domain name and his address, more importantly, to carry out this insane potential life sentence carrying act was through another website, GoDaddy, as a matter of fact. I did not know it was that easy to track down where somebody's at. But we're talking about the internet, folks, and that is as gangster as it gets. I've seen it. I've seen it. The cousin and Mr. Polo were able to track down the location of this domain owner, and the cousin would go over to his house and he would kick in the front door. The owner of the domain would see this guy coming in and he would hide in the bedroom. The cousin would end up kicking down the bedroom door and telling this guy at gunpoint, "Freeze! You're gonna follow this list of commands on this piece of paper that I have. Log on to your internet provider right now." That is gangster. That's gangster. He had a Control-Alt-Delete-Tab Windows Vista installation instruction manual. I don't know much about technology. And now, mind you, we're talking about a domain owner. How gangster could a domain owner be? And I got to imagine if somebody kicked down the door at gunpoint, I would be scared myself. So, I'm not really feeling like, this domain owner is going to be all that gangster himself. And you would imagine, like, this would be a very scary situation to be in. And the pantyhose wearing, pistol wielding cousin would end up, boom, backhanding him with the butt of this gun. All the while possibly yelling out a list of commands. Hit your right mouse key right now. Click that link right there. We're taking over. Do it for state. But folks, as you might be surprised to learn, as I was when I heard this, the domain owner would end up wrestling for the weapon. Also getting shot in the leg. This man took a bullet for a website and was able to wrestle away from the cousin who was wearing the pantyhose on his head. He probably couldn't see too well through that pantyhose. Wrestled the weapon away. Bung, 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 bung. and shot the cousin in the chest multiple times, who lived as well. What did this guy have, a freaking BB gun? And not only would the cousin end up getting seriously injured in this situation, he would also end up getting apprehended as well as Polo. Both of these guys got locked up for trying to go rob a guy for a website. Polo is facing 20 years. He's already been found guilty on his charges and he's awaiting sentencing. Could you imagine this guy in prison trying to explain what he's there for? First of all, they call me Polo, not polio. That was a contagious disease that killed a lot of people back in the day. Polo, like the chicken in Spanish. But yeah, you know, I kept the gangster out there in them streets. At least on social media I did. You know, social media in the streets, they pretty much like the same thing out there. Hey man, this dude tried to play me behind a website. Damn near caught a body for it. Held court in the street behind the internet. You know, people get locked up for dumb stuff every day. And personally, I don't think there's anything dumber to get locked up for than... Actually, wait a minute. No, I'm sure there is quite a bit of other dumb stuff. Actually, we see that every day as well. Just how dumb some of the stuff that people get locked up for is. But this was definitely something super stupid. And now you're facing a dub. 20 years up in prison. Which you're probably going to end up getting most of that, if not all of it. You know, I truly don't feel like social media is a place where you should have to keep it gangster. You know, it should be a kumbaya experience anytime that you log on to Facebook or YouTube or anything else. Instagram, should be cat videos or AfterPrisonShow. That's me being biased. But sometimes people really do try to keep it too gangster on social media. And I don't think that that always is gonna work out. And a lot of times I can truly see that having an adverse effect, as is in the cases that I've shared with you here today. Jesse and Polo. And as for the owner of that domain name who basically wrestled away the weapon in an effort to save his life, not only his life, but also his domain, joepguerrero.com. Maybe this guy should get a tattoo in remembrance of this experience that he went through, because he certainly kept it gangster on social media, for social media. And you know, I ask you guys, if he was to get a tattoo to signify this experience that he went through, what kind of a tattoo do you think he should get? Because personally, I want to tell you the tattoo I feel he should get. I feel he should get a hashtag. Hashtag teardrop. Oh, I hope that landed, because I worked on that one. A hashtag teardrop when social media gets gangster. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about it. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, nor ever really try to keep it too gangsta on social media, and make the most of every day. Peace!